Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that RFK Jr. and Tucker Carlson will start their own media empire. You might say this is nonsense, it's hyperbolic. People magazine, Democrat RFK Jr. says Tucker Carlson is breathtakingly courageous in wake of Fox News departure. You have RFK Jr., a Kennedy, Robert Kennedy's son, a man who resonates with me greatly. Voting Trump. I want a record low poverty in 2019. I want to get back to record low poverty. So for anyone who doesn't like Trump, here's a little message. We had record low poverty in 2019, record highs in household median income, according to CNN and the St. Louis Fed and all the data, because it happened. Household median incomes for every demographic group were better under Trump. This is a fact. Poverty has increased under Biden. Real wages are down. Real wages were up under Trump. When you talk about, like, Marianne Williamson is running, which is, I find amusing because they would just cheat her. RFK, if he gets close, he already has 14%, 15% of Democrats. They'll cheat him in a primary. There is no primary. Democrats don't even have a functioning primary. Ask Bernie Sanders. They railroaded Bernie Sanders. But RFK Jr. is the type of individual who, although I would not vote for a Democrat in this, with this Democratic Party, I mean, if it's RFK Jr. versus Mitt Romney, I'm voting for RFK Jr. Okay, if it's Tulsi Gabbard versus Mittens Romney or Paul Ryan, I'm voting Tulsi Gabbard. Generally, I'm not going to vote. I'm not vote blue or vote red no matter who, although I'm conservative on a lot of things. You could say most things now. But you look at the Republican Party is not really conservative on the Second Amendment. It's really, I mean, there's a lot of discussion. I'm against never-ending military conflict. I'm against never-ending wars. RFK Jr. is against endless military conflict. So is Tucker Carlson. So is Tulsi Gabbard. And so is the person I'm choosing in 24, Donald Trump. Now, the Lincoln Project, or Democrats, Lincoln Project Democrats, Liz Cheney, Adam Kinzinger, and Never Trump Republicans are the same political side. The most outlandish or extreme left-leaning advocate is on the same side as the Lincoln Project. They vote for the same political party. And you look at, we're 90 seconds to midnight, according to the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, meaning we're closer than ever to a nuclear confrontation. Now, RFK Jr. and Tucker Carlson has a huge following, but RFK Jr. is running for president. I mean, you could look right at the Philadelphia Inquirer hit piece, how RFK and Marianne Williamson unserious primary challenge could help Biden. Unserious? I mean, it's just, you look and it's like they pontificate about democracy, Democrats, but the hit pieces, media, the problem, the reason that Fox News fired Tucker Carlson, and the reason that, let's say, RFK Jr. has had to deal with hit pieces, we'll just leave it at that, is because there is a fabricated consensus on many contentious topics in this country. Sensibilities, wonderful, morally superior, liberal sensibilities, which are also kind of infused, permeated into conservative, never Trumper sensibilities. So when people say, I can't vote for Trump, and they're conservative, they're not focused on the economic policy. They're not focused on the foreign policy. They're focused on the apoplectic media reaction. So obviously it's going to turn away a great many good people. But you're never going to get media giving a Republican a fair chance. It will never again happen until media becomes completely apolitical, which is pretty much what it was. It always had maybe a liberal bias, but you have everybody from the Washington Post, New York Times, MSNBC, CNN, The Atlantic, New Yorker, New York Magazine, Vanity Fair, Esquire, Rolling Stone, all of Hollywood, tech, loyalists in the U.S. government, all saying and advocating for the same things all at once. It's the type of person on Twitter that has, I'm just ready for the next new thing. What is it that Elon Musk talked about? They put little icons next to their name. Whatever the new fad or the new obsession is with media, they'll support it. And it's like you have artificial intelligence robots masquerading as human beings who vote blue no matter who, disown friends and family because they view it to be a theological or religious doctrine. And I think that what Tucker Carlson can do in a heartbeat, along with RFK Jr., is bring the two political spectrums together in a way that hasn't been done for a long, long time. If you look, there are a great many Democrats who agree with RFK Jr. on a lot of issues, even the contentious issues. RFK Jr. And Tucker Carlson and Donald Trump and Rand Paul and Ron Johnson, these are people who are not afraid to, in an educated, logical, and rational manner, form an argument, a rebuttal to the prevailing madness in media. So when you have CNN calling Tucker Carlson an extreme, right, they're the ones on the extreme left and they don't see it. Everything that they have said about Trump has been false or hyperbolic. They had an obsession with Trump being an operative of the Kremlin that never happened. And Veritas had a video of people at CNN in complete, just saying, yeah, it's probably nonsense. They did CNN did the exact same things that people are accusing Trump of doing. They didn't believe that. Fox News. They didn't believe that Trump was a Russian operative because he wasn't. These are the people who fabricate the greatest hoaxes and myths and conspiratorial, nonsensical, irrational, stupid theories of all time. All of their reporting on Trump, and 3 CNN journalists were forced out, or reporters, years back. I mean, all of their reporting has been wrong or false or misleading. Categorically, their statements they made about Trump being an operative, of another country, were false. And you look at RFK Jr., he's been proven right on a lot of things that media, all in unison, kept shouting and yelling at the top of their lungs. Hit subscribe to this channel right now, by the way. To read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, other publications, go to hagoodman.com. Become part of a newsletter. Email me at contactgoodman88@gmail.com if you want to be part of a newsletter. To my super thanks, thank you. The super thanks is below, next to the like and the share buttons, and my Patreon is below as well, to my new Patreons. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to start, I think, a media... It won't just be, obviously, it won't just be a podcast. They can start their own platform tomorrow. And just from what I see, from RFK Jr. running for president, from Tucker Carlson being so effective at what he did. See, if you form a rebuttal, a logical, rational rebuttal to the prevailing sacred cows in today's political environment within the United States of America, you're naturally going to, people are naturally going to distrust the Democratic Party, sow doubt. And this is the biggest problem. They can sow doubt and distrust and contempt and disdain for Trump 24/7, lying about Trump. But God forbid if Trump says something that doesn't have absolute categorical proof, it's the end of the world. None of what Tucker Carlson has ever said or what RFK Jr. has ever said has been debunked or refuted in a rational manner. It's always ad hominem attacks against RFK Jr. and Tucker Carlson. That's one of the reasons their media company will surpass Fox and CNN. They start one, it will be unstoppable. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel right now.